Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I feel like I really need to think of something new to say in the beginning of these videos, and I just don't want to say other than hi and thanks for watching. I don't know. I thought today we would just have a drink together. Also, I'd like to note that this wine glass is from the Dollar Tree. This is a nice wine glass from the Dollar Tree right here. So I'm sure most of you have experienced weeks where it's just not a good week, you know? It just every day little things happen, and it just grates on you and grates on you. And you know, there's nothing big or explosive that happens or detrimental, is that how you say it, that happens. It's just the general week. And it's as each day goes on, the little things that happen become more and more annoying, okay? That is the kind of week I'm having this week. So my husband is at Cornhole League. Yes, that's a real thing. And my son is actually at Bible school with my husband's parents, and then he's going to my dad's afterwards, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, peace, quiet. So let me tell you about my week. And like I said, it's nothing big. It's nothing, I'm over dramatizing it. If my week is what I have in my life to worry about and be upset about, I should be very thankful, and I am. But we all know that even little things can just get under our skin. And so first of all, come Monday, my son was not listening to me at all. My husband was at work, my son was not listening to me, and you know, I used to be one of those people, and I still am one of those people that say, he's only 6, make him listen. It's easier said than done. And we were just having a day of battling back and forth. I was trying to give him time constraints on the video games, and he was blatantly just saying no, 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 and he was just being a brat about it, crying, screaming, didn't want me to take his games away. I did what every mother says they're never going to do, but then ultimately usually at least does once in their motherhood journey. I didn't want to fight about it. I was like, play Minecraft for 12 hours straight. I don't care. I can't fight about it. I can't listen to this. I can't. And so I talked to my husband on his way home from work, and I was like, this has been such a bad day. Da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da. And thankfully I was in the shower when my husband came home and kind of confronted Logan and laid down the law that starting Monday is a week with no video games. Why is that punishment to me? For all your parents out there that don't let your kids touch video games, God bless you, because, you know, so that evening I made dinner, and my husband also, let me just add, he is not a picky eater. He's even eaten a pack of raw bacon in his life. He's gonna love that I said that. So anyway, I make some coconut shrimp with some broccoli and some applesauce. And first thing that happens, you know, I'm plating the food and I'm setting it on the dining room table. And first thing that happens is my husband has the nerve to complain that his applesauce touched his broccoli. Touched it. Now, I know a lot of people do not like their food to touch. I mean, it literally touched a piece of broccoli. And I'm like, you ate a pound of raw bacon. That right there takes any credibility you have out the window. And then he goes and sits on the couch, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I guess me and Logan will just sit here and eat dinner at the table. And then Logan starts. And again, it was just one of those days where I tried to get him to eat. He started crying, saying his belly hurt. He was going to throw up. Ba ba ba. You never know whether to believe a kid or not. I'm going to go in the cellar and play. His playroom's in the cellar. And I was just like, you know what? Go play. So I'm sitting there at this time alone eating at the dinner table. My husband and my son did go out and pick me flowers from around our yard and put them in a pretty bouquet and stuff. They were really pretty. So I mean, at least that. And Logan apologized to me and said I wanted to do this to make make up for being so bad today. So, okay. So then Wednesday happened, so that was yesterday. And Logan, you know, still grounded from the video games. We work on learning cursive because a lot of schools don't teach cursive anymore because it's not necessary. I want him to at least be able to recognize and read the letters. So anyhow, me and him were working on that. He had watched cartoons. We worked on that. We had lunch. Then he went outside to play. I was cleaning the house and I was keeping an eye on him outside. Like, I have a fenced in yard and, you know, everything. He comes in complaining he has a headache and this hurts and his stomach hurts. And I say, you know what? It's really hot outside. It's really sunny outside. I'm like, why don't you go take a bottle of water and go lay up in my bed and watch some Netflix. So let me preference this by saying I had just put clean sheets on the bed. I had just made the bed. So I was down there vacuuming, dusting, what have you. So he's up there and all of a sudden I just hear like, nah! And I'm like, ugh. So I go up. He spilled his entire 16-ounce bottle of water on the bed. I mean, there was this much left in that bottle of water. I don't know how one does such a thing. He must have literally just took it and been like, ha ha. I don't know what he did. The water was everywhere. So I threw it all in the basket, took it down, threw it in the washer, all that stuff. And then that whole day, the whole day yesterday, I was so busy. I was running around like a mad woman doing things around the house. And then the evening came, everyone was asleep but me, and I always like make sure to clean the rabbit cage. So I take the litter out of the rabbit cage. I take everything out of the rabbit cage and then I start using like a dustpan and stuff to get all the like loose poop balls and rabbit dander out of the cage. And I'm dumping it. It's like a big dustpan and I'm dumping it in the litter because I'm going to take the litter and put it in, you know, the garbage can, empty it, clean it, refill it. And my dog, who earlier that day puked on my steps, which is the only place in my house I have carpet. So then out of nowhere, I just hear this noise and I'm like, and it was right behind me, like literally behind me. Don't let me turn around and it be what I think. And it is. The rabbit litter box is set up like this. It goes in a corner and it's tall so they can't splash the pee out. The dog stepped on the top of it and went, poof, and there was just litter everywhere. Everywhere. Bunny balls were all everywhere. Oh my God, it was such a mess. I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. So finally, I went to bed that night late. I woke up today and I was like, you know what? That was yesterday. Today's today. Let's start over. Do-over time. I had some errands I had to run. He was going to come with me. He was already dressed. I made him lunch. I put his lunch on the dining room table and it was in like a tray, like exactly like the ones that you get in school, like a tray with the little compartments. I should actually start using them for my husband so like his food doesn't touch. That's a good idea. Anyway, I go upstairs. I have a phone call I had to make. I'm on the phone. I'm throwing on clothes to go, and I just hear, Rah! I'm like, ugh, what? He's like, I spilled all my food. So somehow he moved the tray, like, so it was hanging off the table, and he must have been getting up or sitting down or something and flopped it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of done cleaning spills today. I'm done with the spills. So I decide to run my errands. I decide to order me some Chinese food because I love cold vegetable lo mein. So I'm like, I'll get it now. I'll eat it tonight. It'll be cold from being in the fridge. So I go into the Chinese restaurant, and when the lady goes to hand me like the receipt to sign to pay, she knocks over this this thing like this of napkins that are all standing vertical. Like, she knocks it over on my side and it spills all over my feet, and I'm like, what world am I living in right now? So, you know, of course, she's like, don't worry about it. I'm like, no, you know, so of course me and Logan start picking them up and whatever, and she comes over and grabs them and thanks me. No big deal. It's just funny because like everything is being spilt on me at this time. So then I come home, and when I get home, I realize the Chinese food was in a brown paper bag, and while driving, it had fallen over and leaked all over the bag, and luckily it stayed like in the car plastic mat, like foot mat, so it didn't get all over the car, but like the containers were all soggy and wet, and I mean the food was fine, but it just leaked everywhere, and I just had to laugh. I literally, like, what else can you do? What else can you do but just laugh, right? And And then to top it all off, clean sheets on my bed, clean quilt on my bed, everything's nice. I came home, and I don't know about everyone else, but I don't like to wear jeans and bras and things that are unnecessary when I get in the door. So I go up to my room and I just said, I'm gonna change, put comfy clothes on. So I go upstairs, I go to lay down on my bed, I lay on top of my clean, just washed yet again quilt, and that is teal and white, and I'm laying there in just my undergarments, basking in the AC, basking in the quietness. And I pick up my book, I start reading my book. By this time my husband was home, so he comes up and he has the phone. My son is on the phone, FaceTiming, bawling his eyes out that he misses me, but he doesn't want to come home, but he misses me, and he just would not stop crying. And every time, like, I try to get to, you know, okay, everything's okay. And I'm like, oh my God. And my mom's like, is he tired? What is it? I'm like, I really think he is bored to tears, literally, because he doesn't have video games. He didn't want to come home. He still wanted to go to Bible school. He still wanted to stay at Pat Pap's tonight. So I was like, what do you want me to do, sweetie? I just need to see you. So it's just like, thank God. I love my son. He is a sweetheart through and through. Every time we try to hang up, I'd be like, okay, I'll see you. I'll talk to you soon. I'll talk to you after Bible school. Talk to you soon. I mean, he could not hang up. So finally he calmed down. My husband stopped and spent some time with him before he went to his cornhole league. So everything is fine now. Everything was fine. And so anyway, then I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's get up. Let's do something, like not leave the house, God no. But let's do something that we can like do in baggy sweatpants and no bra. And so I get up and I see the whole outline of my body is now imprinted on the top of my quilt that I just re-washed yesterday. Because of the spilt water, I now have imprinted my whole body on it in light red because of my self-tanning stuff I have on and was sweating. It's like a chalk outline, like at a crime scene now. And I just was like, you know what? I don't care. It's staying like that. I don't care, because I can't fathom to clean up anything else or to wash any more sheets than blankets. So guys, that was my week. And like I said, you know, I try to always tell myself these little things are nothing. Everyone goes through them. If these are the things that are stressing me out in life and bringing me down, then I have a pretty damn good life, and I do, and I'm thankful, and I'm lucky, and I'm fortunate. So I do know all that. But with that being said, we're still allowed to just have those days that are blah, or the weeks that are blah. You know, we're still allowed to feel our feelings and have to deal with it. And tonight, I'm dealing with mine. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.